about the ultimate and disgusting, the abomination of all abominations, the complete apostate. Let's talk about Bizarro, you know, trying to find the fountain of youth and wanting to live forever. You know, so all you want to do is fuck and kill. Right. Okay. Think about it, stud. We have a stem cell research at our department. Guys, wanting to physically live forever, who would you kill to keep fucking? Instead of forgive debt and trespass and love one and eternal faithful peace, right? With dying, it's not a question of if you're going to die, it's when, okay? And when you forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace, then the possibility of dying, of when being, when my time on earth is through, and one day they died and their graves are side by side on a hill where robins sing, right? And the gifts of growing old. What a friend we have in time. Friend, I will remember you, think of you, pray for you, and when another day is through, I'll still be friends with you, right? So, the most disgusting person in the world is the person that wants to clone themselves, live forever, and fucking kill. Vladimir Putin, XI. All the top tech people, I want to live forever. You do live forever through holy covenants. Adam Moses, David, Jesus, John. My religious beliefs are selfish, according to professional assassins at Fort Huachuca. I did not take that personal. I was just like, I so have to do things to stop you. I'm such a gorgeous person compared to you. I see why people have turned my likeness into a god and not you. Okay, great Caesar's ghost. Odin, Thor, and Loki. The fuck out of my face. Right? So do you understand? So anybody in their right mind understands disgusting, and anybody in their right mind understands beautiful. But people not in their right mind think disgusting is beautiful and beautiful is disgusting. That's why I'm disgusting to a lot of you disgusting people, and I get that. My religious beliefs are selfish. You must be an assassin you must get the multiple pumpitude from selling products for you to do, Stop doing stupid commercials on TV. I live in Las Cruces. Well, just north of Las Cruces, just north of San Ysidro. Yeah. I am the Messiah and I watch TV. Apparently assholes don't care. I don't care. I'm disgusting. I want a stem cell research department. I want to live forever. To fucking kill? Yes, as long as you're not getting killed or getting fucked. Some people, I can't imagine liking being fucked to death in the ass like that character on Out of Sight with Jennifer Lopez, and the best sex I ever had in my life. He wants to die. He wants to be fucked to death because he hates life and it makes him feel like he's doing the right thing. That's the only thing that makes any sense, Bizarro. It's like, God, that's horrible. Yeah. Taken something that they hate and turned it into pleasure. That's nuts. I have trouble understanding it too. I hate that. I do not find it pleasurable at all. I don't hate exercise. I like exercise. Okay, because exercise makes playing with the kids better, keeps it longer. It makes sex better, and then you get fired at fast food. So that's okay, because that's a Freon death trap that use Western Union to resupply little girls to get raped to death in Mexico and laugh at me in my face about it. So that getting fired there was not a bad thing. I'll sit there and say, oh, darn, they fired me. I don't get a die from Freon and a Freon death trap to surprise little girls to be raped to death in Mexico because, they can't get them to do anything they don't want to do, and they can program them like they're programming a video game because sex, and having to sit here with Watkins when he showed me that sex thing from Japan with the girl bouncing on the floor, making all the sex noises, landing on those bouncing penises. And I'm like, yeah, how long? Really? Seriously? The only time I ever watch porn is because it's just because I forget what it was like to enjoy being with a woman and how much I enjoy it, and it's fun. And I sit and watch it, and I'm pissed because I'm like, that fucking asshole is having sex with a woman, and I feel like Joe Jackson, is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Well, it's not, because you listen to him talk, oh, this is the biggest dick ever, and oh, you and your little white penis, haha, and they laugh at it and stuff, and you're like, okay, I've saved children from getting raped and murdered by that big dick guy who's stepping on your head while he's fucking you in the ass, and you had the audacity to make fun of my body? My body can heal the most horrible abuses scientists can come up with and take his head and rip it off and feed it to a dog so he can never rape little girls in the butt again. And you have the audacity to make fun of my gorgeous dinkle body? I look like Uncle Fester because you and him are pathetic, and your Pissarro's fucking queef, fart, and testicle all at once. Go toss your salad and eat your scrambled eggs. Like on Party Miller last night, with the sandwiches. But yeah, I hate having to be this graphic. It'd be, you should just it'd be better to rip your eye out and step on it than it would be to lust after Jesse's girl, right? I found your diary underneath the trees and started reading about me. And if you don't have surveillance equipment in people's houses to maintain your wealth with money, you won't want to cuff other people because it's out of sight, out of mind. And when you love him and you love her and you lust after her because you're jealous of him, you become a comparison to him instead of you. So he'll always be better than you, and if you kill him and you're fucking her because she has no one else to fuck. How bizarro if you're Putin and you're XI. Hey, Donald Trump, grow up yet? Hey, Barack Obama, you still the back of the head of Super Divas? You still the Super Divas, the back of your head still the face of Super Divas in the Lincoln bedroom because you're the most powerful man in the world? You got the presidential seal standing on the presidential podium? Okay, you're a frog in a box. Singing show tunes. That's all you are. That's all you're ever going to be. Yeah, compared to me, that's it. And I'm not going to grab you and run and try to get rich off of you. No, I don't want to sell books. I just want to live the Lord's Prayer. Well, because I'm intelligent. Okay. The eternal spirit of Sasha compels you. The eternal spirit of Sasha compels you. Okay. Come on, all you brown coaches. Don't be like the crazy lesbian with the crucifix saying, okay, she's Jimmy V with hair. She's a wacko. She's got 1,500 on her board. She's what a wacko, right? I like the foul, no easy go. No. You don't try to hurt somebody for money. To have sex with a woman that requires money for procreation. That's like having sex with Pissarro and fucking him in the ass and thinking you're going to get kids instead of a disease that rots your genitalia off and causes rectal cancer in him. What the fuck? God damn, you guys are dumb. Here, we're going to do this. It makes absolutely no sense, but it makes me feel powerful. I run the prison yard. He was the man attacked him and not knowing he was the master of Gudu Kung Fu Tattoo Tu in prison. Wah! It's like, yeah, you guys are so fucking stupid. How do you watch all those videos? How do you keep posting them? Never mind, I'm not going to ask that question. I just go, okay, it's the extremist cleanup of the lukewarm because they think it's a good science experiment because they thought it was a good idea. Obviously, at the time, it was a good idea because you thought it was one, right? Hi, I'm the light in the way. I save you from all your good ideas. Well, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Holy covenants, Batman, right? One day they died, their graves were side by side. I am the eternal spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. I was turned into a god by psychopaths because they can never be better than me. Okay, live the Lord's Prayer. Be you and be as good as you can be, reflecting the glory of the gift eternally through loving one another. Okay, and if you can't do that, even if I'm lying dead on the ground, you'll still be looking up at me. But in your case, you took the spirit of me, you turned into a god and crucified him from on high. Dum 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 dum. Angels on high, huh? Boom 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 boom. Hey, that's Otmar. Yeah, Patrick likes Otmar. Otmar's got ego problems, but most of you do. Just like Tanner said about the guys from Disturbed and Edge and Bono, and they all got ego problems, Earl. It's like, no, they all do. He goes, yeah, all eccentric, talented people that compete and are the best and the iconic, they all have ego problems and issues. You can tell by looking at a conductor's face when he conducts the Philharmonic and the orchestra stuff. You can see the arrogance in their face that they're doing something really great. Sure, in Percy Faith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they all have that same thing. When they think they're doing something amazing and great. King David, every time I think it's me, I fuck it up. Every time I realize life's eternal and grace is infinite, and I need, faith to be the person that they focus on to do that which is right. I constantly, if I'm ever least unsure, I always remind myself, although there's someone in this world that I always choose to love. From now on, you're only someone that I used to love. Lucifer, bye. Okay, bye. Take all the Lilith wannabes with you and go get a big bag of money to fuck. Sell me something, buy me something. Okay, bye. Got a stem cell research at your HBCU? Okay. Fill that stadium in Jackson, Mississippi. We need more money. Mommy needs a new pair of shoes. Okay. Right. Assholes. Right. Do you have any idea how... You got to have it explained to you how disgusting that is. Okay? You talk about it all the time. But you can't explain to yourself, why the fuck am I even talking about this? Commits the mind is this, the sin of the mind is the same, committed the flesh. I don't want Jesse's girl. Right? Do you understand? I am thinking of your voice. Right? It was an actor who had died from drinking. It was someone I'd never heard of. Before I even argue, I begin to pour the milk. They're kissing their hellos. Guys, no more diners paying people for money. No more going to a job. Justifying your existence to the people that own the planet. Actually living the commands of Jesus Christ because they're perfect and they're right. I'll be loving you eternally. I like Roger Whiskers too. But do you guys understand? Okay. Guys, I told the guy at the psychology department during Stam Rounds' reign in Las Cruces during the public schools. Guys, this is a comparison and contrast. All right, one of these kids is not like the other. Hi, I'm like Job. Okay, none of you assholes are. That's why my life story is in the book of Revelation. The one they call Lord, the son of Ralph and Mary, born in the valley of shadow of death, gave him Mike his nephew, yada, yada, yada. It says in Islamic prophecy, okay, that they're from the same family tree. The one like Muhammad is a nephew of the one like Jesus. His name will be named after the 2 points of contention between the fighting of the invention of the cults they call religions of Islam and Christianity, Isaac Paul. So it's said the dad was from the Iberian Peninsula, where Granny Kramer's people. So there was connections there spiritually. So they had been, one day they died and their graves were set. So it all makes perfect sense when you look at it, and you're not Richard Dawkins trying to win awards and say, let's kill all those people. They're wrong and we're right. And I'm Bill Nye the Science Guy. And religion is child abuse. And economics is just wonderful. Oh my gosh, I just love this world's first profession prostitution stuff. It just makes me just get all tickle pink thinking about you guys just all lining up and obsessing about fucking Javon because you all want to fuck her, but no one wants to love her but me. All right? It's sad. Because she's so cute. She's so cute. You can see when you get them in prayer, you don't just get them as that woman standing naked taking pictures of herself on her phone going, oh my gosh, lots of special feeling, Lloyd. Climbing the gym and rope class. They get them when they're a little girl, when they're scared, and they talk to you more when they're a little girl than when they're a girl taking pictures. When they're a girl taking pictures of herself in a bathroom, making lots of money off of people wanting to have access to her vagina through any means necessary, right? And you're like, oh no. Oh, she's Jackie Moon's wife, man. Her vagina's a place for sad people like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. She's covered in tattoos and got unnatural. She looks structurally unsound. It's like, did you have work done? Because are those your real hips and real boobies and everything and stuff? There's not any surgical altercations. Because I just, it's very rare to see women that physically look like that. Like, are you sure? Because Now Megan looks like a woman. Okay. I don't think she had any surgical work done. She looks like it. When you sit there, some are athletic and they got smaller boobs. And then all of a sudden they got big boobs. It's like, where'd those big boobs come from? And she got pregnant. Okay, there's not that much pregnant in the world, is there now? Because look at Jennifer Lopez. She got pregnant and her boobs didn't go from they're nice boobs to whoa, Dolly Parton just walked into the house and she's never leaving because she had kids, right? And so it's just differences. Actually, the difference is when the boobs get really big, it's because there's a lot of tribalism fighting and stuff, and the body holds on to things, or sometimes it overreacts to things that it needs because it was without for a long time. So it's not always a good thing. Like, and then she has the back things and stuff like growing real tall and being Andre the Giant because it's inefficient or efficient. So balance, harmony, and understanding gives you a body that's when it goes too big or too, they have horrible health problems, horrible health issues. Okay, giants do. Okay. They're not these big, strong, healthy killers, Life is more mature, and then they have health issues, and then they die sooner because of all these issues and complications they have from reacting to their environment to try to survive. And it's just to reach the goddamn Reese's on top of the fucking fridge and the backboard. Who put Reese's on top of the backboard? I don't know. I'm marketing. I'm boxy but good. That's all I got to say to you is boxy but good. Right? Okay, so Earl, you're funny. No, and people that, people got that joke. There are people intelligent enough to get the, who's Clarence Darrow, who's the monkey going to get to defend him, the Clarence Darrow, right? There are people that get the joke, and it is funny. All you William F. Buckleys out there are laughing. All you Strom Thurmans go, what the fuck he talking about? Why does he think he's funny? Okay. It's bothering me. He's giving me attitude. It's like watching Al Jarreau sing, right? It's funny. Okay, shit. All or nothing at all. Earl, it's funny. Oh, come on. It's not my fault I'm funny, and stupid people don't have time to, take time to make time to be there, to care about people, to understand just how funny I really am. Girl. You're funny. In the future, I will be very funny. They'll sit back and, okay. And then you understand why you're wearing falsies and what kind of knickers they're wearing, and just, and you can still understand a lot of Benny Hill's jokes. It's the little things in life that hurt. You can sit on top of a mountain, but you can't sit on top of a pin. So one day she broke her leg and we shot her. It was funny. It's still funny. Okay, it's dysfunctional as hell. Yes, but sometimes you just gotta laugh at the shit to survive it. Tupac 101. Come on, it's funny. It is. White man said on, well, that one's funny too. Some men wear falsies with the knobby knee contest. It's still funny. Goofy? Yeah, it's goofy as hell. Warlocks? No. No, that's their name. The male witches. They're called warlocks. Oh, it's funny. It's still funny. Okay. You put manure on your rhubarb, manure on your flowers, put manure on your rhubarb, we have green artists, right? You know what you are? You're supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's still funny. Okay? It's still funny. Jackie and Benny are still funny. The toy maker from Shitty Bang Bang? Yes. Okay. And the Mormons, they're bad. His family's watching that, and it's bad, and it's raunchy, and it's bad, and it's sinful. Okay, why are you watching our home? Because we have money for debt and trespass to try to be self-righteous. And what self-righteous means? It means, thinking and believing you're right when you're obviously fucking wrong, right? Okay. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing. When I say make some, you say noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. It's the pinchy neighbors again. Okay. Mean old Levy taught me the weekend, bro. Guys, when people got to get up in the morning to do the crops so you can eat, don't stay up partying all night because you took all their fake-ass time with fake-ass money because you got a stem cell research at your HBCU, right? Fuck you too. Hey, Pizarro. All right. Do you understand? Okay? You're not Ramesses. Okay? You're not his sin. You don't have to inherit what he gave you in the valley of the death and the valley, like Haile Selassie said, people without a knowledge and a history are like a tree without root, dead inside and fall for anything. Just because somebody leaves a legacy in stone or paper that they say is real and assholes agree to it because they want it to be real, doesn't make it real, you goddamn dragging unicorns of philanthropy. Right? So, understand the preciousness of the gift of life before you call it a curse and it's disgusting. Okay? Childbirth is an amazing event, an amazing thing. It takes a village to raise a child. You got to make sure that everything is right for all our mommies to have healthy babies so we can continue to love the mommies as gracious good shepherds. Right, guys? Nobody wants to be Goliath. Nobody wants to be Goliath. Everybody wants to be Jesus. Okay? Not even Goliath wants to be Goliath. Goliath wants to be Jesus. Because all the Goliaths go around lying and saying, Jesus is my best friend and I'm him and I'm not ready to kill everybody from the clouds yet because it's not the right time. We'll forgive debt and trespass when I say we're damn well good and ready because I'm Goliath. Right? Even Goliath wants to be Jesus. All right? The only person that doesn't want to be Jesus is Jesus. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Why have you forsaken me? Okay. He doesn't want to be the pagan ritual sacrifice of the gods of stem cell research and the gods of robotics and quantum computing. He wanted you to all live the Lord's Prayer, so we never got there because it wasn't necessary, because we were right and never so wrong that we had to correct our wrong with the ultimate of wrongs. Right? Hi, I'm like Jesus and none of you assholes are. And if you keep claiming to be like Jesus and the quantum computing does a comparison and contrast with us, you'll be Stan Rounds instead of Earl Parsons. And that's a bad place to be when we have quantum computing in the Patriot Act. Just ask David and David Rothschild and Philip Rockefeller. It doesn't matter. They're kind of interchangeable. It's like Star Trek and Star Wars. There's no difference, really. No, they're not. As much as they would sit there and, I'm nothing like it. They knew. Guys, if you're a rich person who maintains your wealth through trespass, through linguistics, using technology to maintain it, you're pretty much Star Wars and Star Trek, and you can hit it and there's no difference, and the hot blonde is right. She's a gorilla. She's a serial gorilla apist. Listen to her. She'll peel you like a banana. Just kidding around. It's funny. She's a cute kid. I'm sure she's probably just laughing. She didn't write it. She just moist it because, you need a hot blonde that reminds you of Marilyn Monroe to do it, and not one of those screenwriters that's like, you say it, it's just not gonna, no, sorry, Tina Fey, you're just not Cali enough to be Keith Carradine's daughter there. No. You're cute, but not everybody wants to take you home and put her in your pocket. Well, ride 'em cowboy. She's so cute. No, she's cute. That blue dress one with the chick from, you're like the one that gets it. She's skinny and don't knock skinny and stuff like that. But when she walks in that blue dress, you're like, that's a special feeling, Lloyd. I'd do anything to bone her, right? Yay! I'm going Bernie Mac here. America, you're all thinking it, not America. But guys, most heterosexual guys and heterosexual women are thinking the same thing. I either want to have sex with her or I want to be with her. I want to be like her, Like I told Natty with the whole thing when Eddie Chavez was cracking up so hard. No, Natalie. What? 85% of the young men at that Vista Middle School want to get you alone in the janitor's closet for a 3-day weekend and tell everybody what you did. Or not tell everybody so you can do it next weekend. Right, that's probably the more intelligent. And Eddie Chavez would be going, yeah, that's probably, that's a ticket right there. Keep it to yourself. You got something good, keep it to yourself. You tell the guys they're going to try to kill you to get her alone in the janitor's closet. How did you get her alone in the closet? What did you say to get her alone? What did you take for that night with Brenda Vaccaro with the Caldi on Zorro, 6 bits a peso, all for Zorro, send him say so, right? So you say what I'm saying, so you keep it to yourself, right? So, broadcast news. I'm Albert Brooks. I'm Marlin the clownfish. And so, but come on, make me laugh. But so where were we again? I'm sorry, I'm confused. So I sit there and I said, 85%. She goes, what about the other 15%? I said, they're gay and either want to be you or be just like you. And old Eddie Chavez is doing Steve Harvey over there going, yeah, he's right. So stop trying to wear tight clothes and attract everybody and distract the neighbor who knows you're only 13. So stop it. Okay. He's a sweet kid. You didn't have much better neighbors than Edward Chavez. No, Eddie's a good guy. He's a fireman like Mike Vitar in California. Yeah. No, Eddie tries his best to be a good person. Okay. He's the one who found Kate when she was in the thing. Daddy, you did. Eddie's holding her, and you do, Dad, when I'm digging their ditch. I wasn't mad at Eddie. Eddie was he was going to school. He had his mariachi gig with his friends and stuff like that. He was very busy. So when I went out there to dig it wasn't, damn that Eddie. He was a very busy kid. Okay. No, when they had me hold that ammo box thing and stuff like that, this is a cartel town and it's a hard place to live in. And it's very difficult. And the Lord understands. Okay? That's why I took it and held it out in the barn and locked it up in the barn. So nothing, if anything happened, it would be out there and not in here around the people, because I love people and I don't want, any harm to come to people because of something that happens with stuff that's in a box that might have something to do with money. So you know me, I think intelligently. I'm not the Koch brothers, Susanna Martinez and Todd Garrison, going to battle with the Obamas and George Soros. We have a stem cell research department. We're going to live. Who wants to live forever? I see a little silhouette of a man Scaramouche. Let's do the fandango. Thunderbirds and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro, Beelzebub. Okay, we've caught you on camera. We have quantum computing. Everybody in the future, okay? Once you can connect the future with the present, and it's all invasive, you can't, there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Guys, they've had that since they passed the Patriot Act, and yeah, they're brain chemical addicts. They're not going to voluntarily stop. They're going to have to be stopped, and it has to be of their own design. It says in all religious documentation. The focal point of them being stopped through their own design is the standard of truthful, faithful male human behavior. And it's this exhausted guy with my prostate feels like something's, and not that anyone cares that I'm being chemically poisoned to death by linguistics from the ring wraiths called the Supreme Court. They're a joke. Yeah, they are. We proved that in Motel Boulevard all those years ago with the cell phone tower fiasco. Boom. It's a public utility to kill people with cancer by saturation through bad Wi-Fi waves and radio waves and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Like that guy told me in Sierra Vista, good Lord gave us nuclear energy. I say we should use it. Okay, we'll put all the waste in your swimming pool. Okay, maybe I'll amend that statement and come up with something different. So Nikola Tesla sounds great. He does, doesn't he? Sounds better every day, doesn't he? Wow. Just do this simple thing on your electricity to eliminate dirty electricity. Share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. That's what Tesla wanted. You don't think Tesla could read a book? He was an amazing mathematician and scientist. Okay? He might have even wrote books saying, I read this and interpreted it and saw that there was change in linguistics, and here's where it adds up, and here's where it doesn't, and here's if you do it this way, and if you put in the words and you say it like this, and see the translation from Roman and Germanic to this, and then these. You don't think he's that intelligent? You guys think Nikola Tesla is as stupid as the people that give you the Big Bang Theory and sell you food wrapped in plastic and call it Factor and Panera? Seriously, you think that man was that dumb? He didn't go crazy. He was driven crazy by psychotic abusive people that wouldn't listen to him because he could explain things to them better than they could explain it to themselves. Nikola Tesla was not just very physically attractive, but he was physically and mentally and emotionally a very good person. Okay? He's not the line of Jesus. He's not the focal point. He couldn't change it. He couldn't survive it. He couldn't do it without going mad. Because he has linguistics. I invented this and that. No, you didn't. You merely manipulated matter from something that was already there. You didn't create anything. You merely just manipulated. You're an inventor. Okay? You're just manipulating matter that's already there. The Word understands that it's not Him, that it's infinite glory, that is the essence of the power that we can use to share, care, give in accordance to need, built to last. Anything you acquire from learning, you negate all the wisdom if you have a selfish perception of the acquisition of the perception of learning. Haile Selassie is better than what they left us in written print or in video, because they're going to leave the video incomplete and they're going to change the written print because he makes them feel inadequate, because they are inadequate, because they're not humble. Oy vey. And now, thank heaven for little Earls. Earl just keeps going. And we have quantum computing. And every time they try to tamper through evidence or eliminate the surveillance and stuff like that, I'm still the standard because I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. And all they have to do is connect the dots and follow the bouncing ball. Hey, I want to kill people and stem cell research myself so I can kill and fuck and feel great doing it. And then if I have to, put my brain on a robot so I can feel like I'm the best. Because killing and fucking translates into brain activity as opposed to physical activity, because it's the brain that the rest of the body follows. Because the mind lies and the body cannot. But if you eliminate the body and put the brain on a robot, the body won't shut down through the lies that you continue to tell yourself. It's simple. Yeah. I'm really intelligent. If Nikola Tesla life is like, oh my gosh, this guy makes me feel like have ego problems that I have trouble controlling, and he comes along and loves me perfectly and just helps me control all my ego problems in 5 minutes or less. Yeah, I know, it's cool. I'm Adam Moses, David G. John. I'm Line of Roof. It's cool. Granny Kramer's grandson, it's cool. Little Mary Poops boy. Okay, guys. He's very forgiving? Yes. I'm not carrying Philip Sheridan Murphy. Jennifer Lopez and her tech support are. What about the Mormon Church? Oh, no. He was an atheist, so Mormon Church doesn't claim him. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Anybody who needs my help to live a faithful life eternally through loving one another, I'm there, man. Just ask. And here I am. Here's Johnny. No, I'm early. Here's early. Not Jack Nicholson. Not saying, and not in a limo with, driven by Magic Scott and Cream and Rambus and the rest of the team and Pat Riley, their coach. Bob Rivers Comedy Group. If you haven't, Twisted Christmas, go try it. Yolanda loves it. She swears it's one of the funniest Christmas albums ever. I'm inclined to agree with her. It's cute, yeah. The first thing at Christmas is such a pain to me is finding a Christmas tree. Oh, sending these Christmas cards. I don't even know half these people. I'm not sending them this year. It's very funny. No, it's funny. The restroom door said gentlemen. No. I just walked inside. There was 2 nuns, 3 old ladies, and a nurse. What could be worse than 2 nuns, 3 old ladies, and a nurse? The restroom door said gentlemen, and I'd like to find the crummy little creep who had the nerve to switch the signs, 'cause I have 2 black eyes and 1 high heel up my behind. Now I can sit with comfort and joy. Boy, oh boy, it's funny. Yeah, go listen to it. And it's got a message from Elvis. It's got the visit from St. Nicholson. It's got the wreck the malls. It's got something stuck up in the chimney and it doesn't move around, but it's been, and with Santa, I asked Santa, but he said, my brother says he's already here and he's stuck up in the chimney and it doesn't, the house feels kind of funny. It's kind of embarrassing. It's really stupid, but it's funny. It's cute. Yeah. Bob Rivers Comedy Group, Christmas. Let's make it public domain immediately. The Lord has a sense of humor? Of course. It's how he tolerates all your selfishness and your stupidity so he can forgive you and love you eternally. You're welcome. And that's the way it was. And no ever words. Praise the Lord. I love you, all right, guys? Just forgive yourself. Forgive one another. Realize, the first step of forgiving others is being able to forgive yourself for accepting sin over truth. Once you can do that in yourself, you can do it in others, and then we can live truth without bringing up sin. Oh, you stupid, dirty fucker, you're the one who raped my dog and killed my sister. It's a shame. That was a damn good dog. Now he runs under the porch with his tail between legs every time somebody comes over. It's a shame. Doesn't say anything about the sister. It's political social satire of tribalism in China. It's funny. If you have to explain to people, well, then it's a lot like the whole Clarence Darrow joke with the monkey. You'll get it. Never mind. I love you. Okay. Peace out. Okay. We'll talk later, guys. All right. If you're faithful and rooting for us to live the Lord's Prayer today, hang in there. If you're unfaithful and are invested in a stem cell research department at HBCU, sucks to be you. We got quantum computing. I see you, you see me. Caught you on camera. It wasn't me. Stayed until it was over. We saw the marks on your shoulder, you little dirty cheating bastard. Gonna tell her that you may think that you're a player, but you're completely lost. Okay. All right. Take the crucifixes off. Stop fouling people for money and start loving people, because doing things for money is foul. All right. Peace. It's not fair.